Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Onion Soup. And today we have a wonderful guest with us, Ms. Blanca Rodriguez. How are you doing today?
Good in yourself, Dexter. How are you?
Doing pretty wonderful. It is a beautiful day out here. So we were just talking about your absolute love for um, being a massage therapist, but you're talking about massage therapy for animals.
Yes, absolutely. I sure did. And it's very interesting because massage therapy for animals has been around almost as long as human massage therapy has been around. Human massage therapy started back in 3000 BC, actually, and animal massage therapy started in 2700 BC. So it was literally 300 short years later, which it may sound like a long time, but when we go to the context of things, it was pretty close one to the other. Julius Caesar, he used to take his massage therapist to war with him. Julius
Mm.
Caesar had epilepsy, and massage therapy helps subdue and reduce the symptoms of epilepsy. And his massage therapist used to work on his war dogs, and that pretty much started a craze over canine massage therapy. Specifically, the Roman Empire used to practice animal massage therapy as well. And all of these skills and practices, they started in China, actually. And it was in the 70s when it started here in the USA with equine massage. And shortly after, canine massage therapy showed up in the map. Thank goodness. The American Kennel Club Association, AKC, approve of the practices of canine massage therapy for better quality of life of the dogs, no matter what age we are. So it's a very powerful practice. And the similar is the effects of canine massage therapy and human massage therapy are very similar. We feel relaxed, we feel better, muscle mass is relaxed, and we have a better quality of life with massage. That is for sure.
Interesting. Let's dive into massage first. So, massage therapy, what's the importance behind massage therapy? I mean, we all understand that it helps us to relax and relaxes our muscles. But when we start talking about taking your massage therapist to war with you, what's the true power behind massage?
Yes, definitely. That's a great question. And thank you for that. One of the many powers of massage therapy is that it takes the levels of cortisol. Cortisol is the stress hormone. So the levels of cortisol goes down 31% with just one massage. And the happy chemicals of our bodies, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins, these levels will go up by 30% just with one massage as well. In my very long career as a massage therapist, I have worked from everything in between kids, teenagers, adults, and even seniors. It's been amazing for post-surgical, people with arthritis, people with post-traumatic stress disorder. Is excellent for depression and all other mental issues as well. It's wonderful for fractures. It's wonderful for people that has been in very traumatic experiences. I did a class of massage therapy for this group of women that they are sexual assault survivors. And for the first time in a very long time since they had the traumatic experience, they accepted me touching them. And that is a huge achievement for any massage therapist because of the situation and traumatic experience where they were at. It helps tremendously with people, of course, post-traumatic stress disorder, people with depression, people with many ailments, people that are post races in the Greek era. We know that the Olympics started in Greece. Well, the Greeks, they immediately threw massage therapy in for pre and post events for sportsmanship. I have worked with everyone from football players, baseball players, triathletes, and so much more. And it's excellent for all of these cases now. Just like massage therapy is highly recommended for most of us,
Mhm.
definitely there are some moments when there is a no-no. For example, temper issues is a no-no. If you're not ready emotionally for a massage, don't get it. Some post-surgical issues at least is approved by your doctor. Very important. Cancers, you have to be approved by a doctor to receive massage therapy if you have cancer, because it will do more harm than good. But in overall, massage therapy is a very, very powerful practice. And massage therapy is the manipulation of soft tissue or muscle with the purpose of healing and or relaxation. And that's why there's so many types of massages. There's over 80 different types of massages out there, and there is something for everyone. Highly recommended.
Wow. So earlier on, you mentioned traditional Chinese medicine. So does massage have anything to do with the meridians?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. There is a massage practice that is called trigger point, and trigger point therapy is directly related with the meridians. Reflexology is another one that we choose. I mean, we work with the ears, hands, and feet, and the meridian points are always used on these practices. And of course, acupressure as well, which acupuncture points are used and or meridians for these three practices. It's a very powerful practice. I highly recommend it to everybody. And a deep massage, it doesn't mean that it has to be the only massage you can receive. A massage doesn't have to be deep and painful to be powerful. That's why massage is so good for all of us.
Hmm, interesting. So, from my understanding, when it comes to revitalizing the body and sending more energy into the body, more life force, a lot of that just has to do with increasing blood flow, which is what you're doing with massage therapy, right?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And that is a very great thing that you're saying, because there is this practice that I use very, very often called cupping. I
Uh,
add cupping therapy to my massage practice because specifically with cupping, it really helps to bring blood flow to the surface of the area with the purpose of healing on or relaxing those muscles. It can be used anywhere in the body. Just make sure that if you have not so much knowledge about cupping, let the professionals do it, because of course, if you don't know what you're doing, it can do more harm than well. But cupping, it has been, I mean, one of those first practices from since very ancient times that has been all of these years. It started in China with bamboo. In Africa was unfortunately with elephant horns. In Europe was with glass cups. And here in the US, which is my favorite, we use rubber and plastic cups. The rubber cups are excellent for stationary, and you can go ahead and do many things. You can be in movement. And then the plastic cups are, of course, for gliding in different areas of the body. But cupping is one of those practices that is very, very powerful. And to increase even more blood flow to the surface of the area, cupping is highly, highly recommended. Another practice, another skill that is great for improving blood flow is Swedish massage. Swedish massage is one of the most well-known practices there is in the massage therapy in the world. So, with what happens with Swedish massages, depending on the pressure and how fast or slow the flow is going, blood flow will improve. It's excellent for women that are in perimenopausal and menopausal stages as well, to improve blood flow in the areas where they need it the most. And another one is hot stone massage. That's another one that is extremely powerful for good blood flow.
Well, I want to go back to cupping really quickly because one, I love cupping. I think it's great. But
Yes.
I remember my first time going in. I'm sure a lot of people feel this way. I wouldn't say scared, but I was a little apprehensive,
Yeah.
because you see people who get the cupping and they have these marks all over the body left
Yes.
over. and you start talking about breaking of the blood vessels. So, what reassurance can you give someone who might be interested in cupping but have heard these crazy stories?
Yes, yes, absolutely. That is a good one. Here in the US, cupping got like really, really famous not so long ago when this Olympic swimmer, Michael Phelps, he had cup markings all over his back. And that's when everybody started to ask, what is that? Well, cupping marks are not bruises, is not bruising, is not breaking of the blood vessels unless someone is in blood thinners or the skin is way too thin. Then that is a contraindication for cupping, and you should never go there. But besides that, anybody can receive cupping. And markings, here we go again. Markings are not bruises, it's just blood flow to the surface of the area in the form of a circle where the cup was. But those markings stay just the same way they came in. They will just go away in a few days, and there is no pain whatsoever in the area of where the markings are. Very important information.
Yeah, it is funny because when I had my cupping done, I mean, I was gonna do it anyway. I did that. I did acupuncture. I've done all the things.
Yeah, I love it. Oh my God, me too.
Yeah, it's so great. And the therapist I was with, I mean, she had aromatherapy going on in the background. She also had some really nice, relaxing music going on in the background. How important is the set scenery and sensory details when it goes to doing massage therapy and things like that?
Well, that depends on the receiver of the massage. I have worked on tens of thousands of people. I have worked in the spa scene, which is the environment of everything is zen, everything is calm, everything is quiet. There's aromatherapy going on. The soft music is very important. I added to every single massage I have done in my career. Music is very important to set the tone, but I have had people that they want silence, no music whatsoever, and all we will listen to is the gargling of the gut of both the receiver and the massage therapist. So that can be a little bit like strange, but everybody is different. And this is for a very individual taste. Me, myself, I love the aromatherapy. I love the setting that you just said. I want to go there. It was like an open invitation to me. It's like, oh my God, I should go to that place because it sounds so amazing. But on the other hand, there may be people that have certain allergies, and then aromatherapy is not too welcome for them. There may be people that with certain music, it will cause them to go on their memory lane down a rabbit hole of something difficult that happened in their lives. I have seen them all. So what I do most of the time with my clients and patients is ask them, what kind of music do you like? And most of them, I have noticed that they all say the same, oh, whatever you want to put is fine with me. But yes, definitely there's a different taste for every individual. It's a very individualistic thing, but definitely it's very important to ask, or if somebody has allergies, to tell their massage therapist, hey, I got many allergies, and the less sense we have, the better off we will be. And ever since I was in school, that was one of the first things that our teachers will tell us: the less scented the area of massage is, the better it will be, because some people may come in and they just start sneezing and sneezing and sneezing, and then the relaxation where nowhere. So that is basically it. But the setting that you were mentioning, oh my God, I want to go there.
Right. You mentioned something about the music possibly causing trauma or bringing up some trauma. Have you ever had an experience where your clients, or rather, what do you do when someone has a release of trauma while you're helping them with the healing?
I have had quite a few people that they start crying on the table. And it has been, it's not an awkward situation because this is what we are trained to do. We have to be very cognizant about the fact that during massage, a lot of fluid is running through our bodies, and memories can resurface. I have criers and I just ask, are you okay? Do you want me to stop the massage? And I think the more limited we are when it comes to giving that support to the client, we are much better off that way. Because if we start to elaborate and ask what is wrong, what is going on, tell me, that can actually ruin the massage for this person, because the client not necessarily wants to talk about anything. It's just a release of emotion that they had on that moment. I work for two centers for drug addiction and alcohol abuse, and I have had quite a few patients that they have broke down on the table, and all I do is put my hand on their shoulder and tell them, it's okay, let it out. Let it out, let it be. I'm here for you. And at the end of the, and I, of course, I asked, do you want me to keep on massaging you, or we stop right here? Most of them, they say, oh no, just keep on going with the massage. And they keep on crying, or they stop crying. And then when they get off of the table, all I hear is a thank you.
Mm.
Thank you for being non-judgmental. And there's, of course, there's no judging here, because that's what we're there to do. Do no harm. And when people broke down, it's always because there is an emotional release that it's been waiting to happen. Who knows for how long? And if it happens on the massage table, please feel free to go with that flow, because it's about releasing energy. It's about letting go of those stressors that have you tied in. And massage therapy can have a lot to do with that.
So for people who do have those releases on a table, do you ever notice that they kind of have the greatest transformation or the greatest relaxation after the session?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I cannot agree with you more on that one. They may come in a whole different mindset. And then when they get off the table and come out the door, it's like they're renewed. And they always tell me, oh my God, I feel so much better. And thank you for this. And they know that this is a non-judgmental environment. The fingers are not pointed ever to these people, the whole opposite. And I'm sure I can talk for the millions of massage therapists that we are out there in the world. This is part of what we do. And this is part, it makes us happy, and it means a lot to us when these individuals feel comfortable enough to just let it out and let it be. It's a blessing for us.
For sure. So one question I have about massage therapy is how often should someone be going to see a masseuse?
Definitely. Well, that varies from person to person, of course. Me as a massage therapist, I do a lot of maintenance on myself, because I've been doing this for almost 20 years, and wear and tear is unavoidable. I go twice a month, but the minimum that I recommend to absolutely everybody is at least once a month. Get a massage. It'll be great for you. There is something called stress, and we live in a world that is full of stressors everywhere. There is something else called our phone. And this is what happened when we have our phone. Most of the time, we're looking down at our phones. There is a new term for what I used to call the phone neck. I used to call the phone neck. So it's like, oh my God, you have a phone neck, right? Yeah, I'm on my phone all the time. Well, there's a new term called tech neck syndrome. That is the new term for people that are in their phones all the time, looking down and having the phone in one position in their hands, because it doesn't only affect our necks, it affects our shoulders, elbows, hands. It's like a domino effect. Once your neck is affected, it can go all the way down to your lower back and even your knees. And that, for a lot of people, will be like, what does the knees have to do with me grabbing a phone? Absolutely everything. It is a ripple effect, and it will branch out. The damage that a lot of us are doing to our necks just by looking down for hours and hours and end can have that kind of impact in our bodies. And just for all the listeners, so they know, every time we are looking down at our phones, we add 40 to 60 extra pounds of pressure on our necks, just to let everybody know. So please try to be as straight as you can and look at your phone from a neutral position. I am certainly do it. I use tripods to keep my phone just facing me, not below me. So that's just one tip.
Yeah, or put your phone down and go for a walk in nature.
Exactly. That's even better. Grab your paddle board and go to the lake or the river. Let go of the phone. Who needs that?
Right, exactly. So one thing I really did want to dive into, because we're talking a lot about animals massage theory in the beginning, and I
Mhm.
really want to hone in on massage therapy. So taking everything we've talked about up to now, applying that to animals, what is the benefit of doing massage therapy to your dog?
Yes. Massage therapy does very similar powerful effects as massage therapy does on us humans. Us humans and dogs, we are mammals. We have organs, body systems, and of course, muscle mass. Touch is the first sensation that we feel as infants, and puppies do too. Touch is the most similar sense that us humans and dogs share. So that's why it's so important. That's some of the little reasons why massage therapy is so important and so powerful for our beloved animals. Many animals, this is what happens with dogs. Dogs cannot be saying how are they feeling for the day if a muscle is twitching or hurting. We take it about upon their body language. The dog's body language is about the ears, eyes, and tail. The tail is not a toy, the tail is for language. So that is where all of their language is. And this is what happens with the powerful effects of massage therapy for dogs. Of course, relaxation and improvement of their quality of life. It's very powerful for dogs that are in agility competitions, competition dogs, dogs that are very outdoorsy. I have had many Labrador retrievers, maybe golden retrievers, that they just keep on hurting themselves because they are so in the moment that they hurt themselves. Seniors, our beloved dog seniors, dogs that have sedentary lifestyle, that they live an indoor life, so to speak, they are big candidates for having massage therapy. In my vast experience with working with dogs, I did my internship working at a no-kill shelter for dogs. And it was a very, very chaotic situation, a very chaotic environment. These are dogs that were abused, neglected, abandoned, and so many other horrible things that these poor animals went through. And every time I will go in a cage with one of these dogs, they received the touch with open paws. They loved it. They couldn't get enough of it. And they trusted a total stranger to help them feel better, not only physically, but emotionally. Okay, because our dogs, yes, they do have feelings and emotions, body systems, chemical reactions. Of course, they have cortisol. Of course, they have dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins as well. And their levels of these chemicals, they can go up and down, just like us humans do, remembering that the dog is the reflection of the owner. You want to know a human better? Check their dog's behavior and you will know a lot. That is for sure. And that's why that's so one of the so many reasons dog massage therapy is so powerful. This is something that creates a very strong bond between the practitioner and the receiver. Right now, I am working in two golden retrievers. They are siblings, and those dogs, they smell me all the way from down the street when I'm coming. And it's a beautiful thing, this relationship that we have. They absolutely love their massages. And the most interesting thing about dog massage is that when they are done, they just get up and leave. Unlike us humans, that the therapist is the one that says, oh, let's turn you over and okay, we're done for now. The dogs are the ones that decide when their session is over. And many of them, most of my doggies, they will all turn from side to side when they wanted me to work on a specific side of their bodies. It's really, really a powerful thing. And the level of communication that we have, oh, no words are needed. It's a beautiful thing. I'm very grateful about that.
Interesting. It's funny when you said that, you can tell a person by their dog. I wonder what my dog says about me. He's a little crazy. I call my dog aggressively playful. He's a husky, so they
Oh
have
my God.
yeah, they have a
Huskies are
type of
huskies.
energy. Right.
Huskies are huskies. Huskies are always working for something. And the huskies are a whole other breed. They're a whole other personality. I had my stepson's husky while he was deployed, and he is something else. He will be like, I know I'm beautiful. You can touch me you have 2 seconds to touch me, and then I'll go. Okay. And most huskies, they're not really the most lovey-dovey dogs there are. They are very, very, it's like you have a limited amount of time to hug and kiss and pet the dog before they're like, okay, I'm done with you. I'm going now. But yeah, yeah, huskies are amazing. I love
Yeah,
them.
he's pretty great, my dog. He likes
Yeah.
to come up and, he'll get his toy, put it right on your lap, and then run away. Or he'll sit there politely and then wait for you to throw it or something. It's pretty
Yeah.
crazy.
I
So
love it.
right. So when we're talking about working with animals, do you only do therapy to dogs? Is it all mammals? What does that look like?
Yes, I am only a canine massage therapist. There are other certifications for other animals. There's massage therapy for cats actually, and of course equine massage. When I went into dog massage therapy, the first thing that I was looking over was for equine massage. And I said, wow, these horses are so magnificent. Wow, they are huge. And that I got really intimidated by that. And I just let go of that. And then is when I totally jumped into dog massage therapy. But yes, they are different certifications, at least here in the state of Florida. There's different certifications for these different animals because they are different. Their behaviors are different. Cat massage therapy and dog massage therapy, one is a world away from the other just because kitties are felines. They are not mammals. So it's got to be very aware of what is the approach that you're going to do with an animal because they have their instincts and they will react to their instincts. So it's a very different ball game from human massage therapy. We have more communication between person to person, but in the animal world, you're going to be very cognizant of what is their behavior of that moment and how approachable they are or how approachable are we going to be. We got to remember that before we touch any animal, we need is part of our obligation and to be in a totally calm state because our animals do know how we are feeling in that moment. Very important.
Wow. When you said, equine massage therapy, I actually thought about, like, "Oh, I have heard of that." I've also heard of bovine massage therapy. But
Yeah.
Rocco, we only have a few minutes left. Is there anything you wanna leave the audience before we go?
Yes, absolutely. If you're feeling in a funk, if you're not feeling well, dive into things that are working for you, things that are conducive for however you feel at that moment. It's very important to understand that we are individuals and what works for some won't work for others. And there is no right or wrong when it comes to that. Same thing with massage therapy. There's many of us out there. So what maybe with that one massage that you have, if you're not too satisfied with that, try to venture into checking what other massage therapists can offer because you can see a big difference. I have tried every single massage therapist I have come in contact with, and every single person has something different to offer. No massage therapist is equal to the other. So keep that in mind, and I hope this is of help to someone.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on,
Oh,
and thank
thank
you
you.
everybody for viewing this episode of Onion Soup, and I really hope you all get out there and get some massages. I personally love them, acupuncture, acupressure, and just I
Hmm.
think all of it is wonderful. Thank you again, Block, for coming on.
Thank you, Dexter, for having me.
Have a great one, everyone. Bye.